Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is Sunday. Peasant chat time. Time to talk to the peasants, the people that don't pay, people that mooch off of everything and just try to learn something and don't actually support the channel. Just kidding. How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. I don't know what the fuck y'all did yesterday. Maybe watch some football, hang out. I tried to make pulls on section hate. Found out the belt keeps slipping, so I'm gonna have to re-engineer the belt drive because it sucks cocks dicks. So anyway, let's get right to the subject matter because I want to make sure I get this out of the way. Then I'll answer all your porting throttle body questions. Why do people get so up in arms about SUVs that are, potentially coming out from car manufacturers? Corvette is rumored to have an SUV coming out. And you saw the picture on the thumbnail. Ford Mustang, the Mach-E. People are mad. People with Mustang tattoos. First of all, if you have a Mustang tattoo, you're a fucking douchebag. You're a fucking douchebag if you have a Mustang tattoo. Sorry, you're a douchebag if you have a Mustang tattoo. If you have a Cobra tattoo, anything in your fucking body that resembles a car, something's the fuck wrong with you and you need psychological evaluation. So, people that have Mustang tattoos and maybe like if you were born like in the 60s and you have a Mustang 2 tattoo because you thought that was going to be the future, you guys are mad, really mad that Mustang came out with a Mach-E and called it Mustang. I don't care what they do. They should never call it the Mustang. Who gives a fuck? Ford owns that name. They don't give two shits about what you think. But a lot of you guys are weird. Do you not like fast SUVs, or do you not like the fact that it's probably just because of the name? So let me ask you guys a question and be real with me. Stop with the fucking bullshit. Let me ask you guys a real question. Every single time you see a Lamborghini SUV, what do you think? Gay? Do you think it's gay? How many of y'all think this is gay and stupid? Lamborghini is a car. All of a sudden they came out with an SUV. And people were like, damn, that's a bad bitch. Rappers have it all up in their video. Rich people have it just as status. All of a sudden, it became the vehicle to have. The brakes are massive. The performance is decent. It's not like the best performing vehicle. But nobody looks at a Lambo SUV and goes, gay? And if you do, you're a broke fucking bitch. What do people think about the Trackhawk? When you see a Trackhawk out on the road, you go, that's a bad bitch, right? Not only is it a bad bitch, you can fit people in there comfortably, go on a road trip, do different things. You know what crossovers are supposed to do. So this thing is fast, gaps, minimal mods. It makes tons of power. Nobody think this is gay. What do people think about the Tesla Model X? The Tesla Model X. If you know anything about these vehicles, you know this is a bad bitch. This is a bad bitch. Technology, speed, power, is everything. Oh, look at this modded one. Fake, it's a rendering. But a lot of people look at the Model X and go, bad bitch. That's a bad bitch. How about the Bentley SUV, the Bentayga? The only reason I know the name of this SUV is because I listen to rap music and they tell the Bentayga. Who thinks this is gay as shit? Huh? Broke motherfuckers. Oh, this is ugly. It's ugly. Okay, it's ugly because you can't swing it. But if you can swing it, all of a sudden, it's pretty badass. How about the Porsche Q8? I'm sorry, the Audi Q8. The SUV Audi Q8. Huh? It ain't no piece of shit. And I know. You guys are saying, Alex, you're talking about $100,000 plus SUVs. Right. How about the Porsche? The Porsche, what's it called? The Cayenne, like the pepper? I mean, how many of y'all look at this thing and go, what a hunk of shit. This thing is gay. It sucks. I freaking hate it. It's dumb. But for whatever reason, once Corvette decides, hey, we might come out with an SUV, you guys go, oh, man, that's bullshit. They're having an identity crisis, transgender. Meanwhile, you have a Fox body in your driveway since 1999 you haven't fucked with, and you swear to God it's going to be an X275 car. Broke bitch motherfucker. You are not going to do shit. So the people that talk the most are the people that can't swing it. People that can't swing that shit. They just can't swing it. They just want to chirp, just like guys that are at the racetrack on the bleachers. Those guys are the most vocal about that car fucking sucks. That car fucking sucks. You see that car? it only went 10.9. Shit, if I was to build that car, it'd be a 7-second car, no problem. But that piece of junk only went 10. What a piece of shit. That guy's gay. Junk. Then you get in your Aztec and drive that bitch home. I don't understand the people that get mad that Corvette potentially is going to come out with an SUV. Imagine an SUV built by Chevy, because what's happening right now? Let's say you're a Corvette fan. You're going to look at, a Corvette and go, I'm going to get in that bitch, but it's a 2-seater. It's got a frunk. I can't go anywhere with it. I mean, I can just kind of, it's not exactly the best ride. It's kind of tight. Everything hurts, But then if you're a Corvette fan, and if you got the money, you look at something like this and you go, if it's fast and it gaps, why wouldn't I buy this hunk of shit, right? Same thing I talk about the Mach-E GT. Mach-E GT is a poor man's version of that. If you're a Ford Mustang fan, again, just like if you're a Corvette fan, and you want to get into something that you feel, if you're one of those psychos that has a tattoo and you're like Mach-E, Mustang, whatever, and you want to get something that, look, I get in my Mustang every day. I fucking hate it. I have a 19 GT manual. That thing fucking sucks to drive in, but I have fun with it. But getting in and out of it fucking sucks. If I go shopping in it, I can't fit too much in the back if I go grocery shopping and it's just me. And a lot of people get, bent out of shape when Ford decides, let's just make an SUV and put the Mustang name on it. And you guys are like, whoa, I don't want you to call it Mustang because my tattoo on my arm that used to be skinny now is devalued because Ford dared to do something different with their product and make money. The fuck is wrong with you stupid motherfuckers? So I'm starting to see the same backlash with Corvette that I'm starting to see that I saw with the Ford Mustang Mach-E vehicle. If you're a Corvette fan and an SUV is coming out that gaps, that's a good thing because at least Chevy will sell those. How many of y'all look at a CTSV wagon and think it's super badass? I think it's super badass. But it's funny that you think that's super badass, but you don't think a potential Cadillac. I mean, are there fast Cadillac SUVs? I don't know any fast Cadillac SUV. Like fast. Don't talk to me about the Escalade. I'm talking about a fast, legitimately fast Cadillac SUV. No. But if they came out with one, you think it's pretty badass, right? And if the CTSV was so popular in a wagon, why was it so popular? It's heavier, probably slower than a coupe. Maybe not. Who the fuck knows? Probably weighs exactly the same because them bitches are heavy as fuck. But you weren't tripping on a wagon. How about what's the Dodge? Remember the Dodge wagon? What was it called? Oh, the Dodge, the Excalibur. What the fuck was it called? It was like in the early 2000s. It was based off of the Magnum, like the condom, like the big fat condom. So the Dodge Magnum was tits. And why haven't they come out with a Hellcat Magnum? Why haven't they come out with a Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, man. You're telling me, excuse me, you're telling me you would not buy that? I would buy that. A Hellcat wide body wagon? Oof. Jesus, shitting on people, dude. Oh, what a ride. Come on, Carlito. It wasn't even on. Look at that. Hey, Dodge, that's your next move. I know a lot of people looked up the Pacificat. Everyone was sending me shit about the Pacificat, the this and that. But I'm telling you, why doesn't Dodge come out with this, right? That would be their answer to a super fast wagon-ish. But they already have the Trackhawk. So would this take away from the Trackhawk? Probably not. Who knows? Would I buy that if I was in the market? You damn skippy. 800 wheel, groceries in the back, minimal shit you can bring back there in terms of hardware. If you go to Home Depot, if you need something, you can't put sheets of plywood in the back. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't understand the beef. I don't understand the beef. So anyway, let's get to talking to the peasants, unfortunately. And we'll see what you guys think about the Corvette situation and why you guys are so hypocritical when it comes to the Mustang Mach-E, the Corvette SUV, but you like the Model X, the Q8, the Bentayga, the Lamborghini Urus, all that shit you like. But if your favorite car becomes an SUV offshoot, you get your panties in a wad, and I wonder why. Robert Kenny says, "Oh shit, cut! I would actually buy it. That car is badass. That is a badass looking. I love these renderings, like the Pacifica Hellcat. The rendering I saw on Instagram and everything. It was awesome. How could you not like this? Like, what planet do you live where you think this is stupid? Look, most of us are 25 to 45, right? And some of us are sprinkled in past 50 and younger than 25, sprinkled. So I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the 25 to the 45-year-old guy. If this thing had 800 wheel, I'm sorry, it's high 700 wheel, and it's a Hellcat motor, so you can make 1,000 with minimum mods, and the tuning is open. And if this guy ended up being all-wheel drive, you wouldn't drive that shit anywhere just to fuck with people. You wouldn't aim this Pacific Cat towards Mustangs. You wouldn't look for Corvettes to fuck with. You wouldn't look for other things to fuck with. That's the reason people are buying F-150s now. It's a truck, and they're looking. You know how many times I get fucked with trucks, and you wonder, like, this guy Whipple truck, did Manuel build this fucking thing? Holy shit. But I get after it, and I've beaten most of them. I don't think I've been beaten by a truck yet, but I don't think I've come across a super well-built truck yet. A lot of big Roush, big Yee mobile vehicles, but nothing 10 seconds and quicker. So you wouldn't ride that fucking shit? But yeah, you guys hating on the Mach-E GT because it could be something pretty badass. I have no idea what the fuck's wrong with you. Ashley Fox says, performance SUVs are on point. I'm not hypercritical or any high-power SUV. No one hating. Why you keep saying that? And who the fuck said? I said you're saying that. I'm saying the people that say, oh, they shouldn't have put the Mustang name on the Mach-E GT are fucking stupid. The people that are criticizing the Corvette potentially venturing out and making an SUV variant of their brand, people are hating on that. And again, those guys are broke dick motherfuckers that have a Fox body in their driveway thinking it's going to be an X275 car. Good morning, Michael Charlton. The Daniel says, big gap pools with your 4 kids in the back. Hell fucking yeah. I would rock a Hellcat, Pacific Cat. I'd do a Magnum wide body Hellcat variant because it's basically the same body. Why can't Dodge just shove a fucking wagon shit in one of their wide body Charger cars? I mean, I like the wide body Chargers. The problem is the Hood brothers love that shit too, and that shit will get stolen in a heartbeat. That's like that car is the Section 8 car. The Charger is absolutely the car you buy when you're trapping and you're Section 8 with 5 baby mamas, and you roll up to the trap house and got to drop off the goods and cut it up. You show up in a Charger Hellcat wide body. Bet me on that shit. Good morning, Alex, says Full Auto G. Chicago Racing Channel. As a Corvette owner, I think the SUV will be badass. Just it'll need to be faster than the Trailblazer SS. Okay, you're right. The Trailblazer SS is that fast SUV. So you got me there. The Trailblazer SS was the fast. Again, who hates on the Trailblazer SS? Nobody hates on the Trailblazer SS. Did you know that Celine, even though Celine is not a car manufacturer, technically they were at one point, but I don't know if they're like, I don't know what stage of bankruptcy Celine is in right now. Celine is like chapter 800. Like I know they've gone bankruptcy. Like I know Celine has been through every bankruptcy court on the planet. Even Judge Judy probably saw Steve Celine in court. But they weren't a car manufacturer. But Celine had SUV variants, right? And then Celine fans are like, oh my God, I can't believe the Mach-E GT is going to be a thing. And all of a sudden they forget that Celine fucked with Explorer SUVs. Okay. Celine had their hand in some of these whack as fuck, stupid, ugly piece of shit ass having junk, ugly as fuck SUVs. And Celine guys jizz all over this unbelievable atrocity. I'm more disappointed that there isn't a GT500 Explorer or 4-door car than a Mach-E exists. I understand that. The Danimal says kids will be watching movies in the back while you're making draggy runs in your Pacific Cat. I like the concept of gapping a fool on the way to Home Depot to get shit in the troca, or gapping a fool on the way to Publix in an SUV. Exactly. Tony Bolton is liking it today. Celine Explorer, Celine, SRT8 Jeep owners do. They stopped making them, and that was a mistake. It would be a tough choice between a Hellcat Magnum, if they made it, or a V-Wagon. Yes, absolutely. There's something about sitting in a fast car that just feels right. in sitting lower in a fast car that just feels right until you gotta get in and out of it. That sucks. But they're rare, says Tony Bolton. But they're rare. There's a reason they're rare. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Celine fuck with an Aerostar? That's how fucked up this world is. Celine probably had an Aerostar. Is this a Celine Aerostar? Dude, you gotta be. I could have sworn the ugliest thing on the fucking planet. I could have sworn Celine fucked with an Aerostar or something. For those of you that don't know what an Aerostar is, it's probably the shittiest SUV ever. Oh, this some tacuache ass got a hold of this. But I could have sworn Celine put their name on anything. Oh shit, we're bankrupt. Can we put our name on any hunk of any piece of shit? Didn't they have a Celine Aerostar, dude? I could have sworn they had a Celine Aerostar. Shit, maybe not. Could you? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait, I think I found it. eBay find of the day. Celine Aerostar. Seriously. I wasn't kidding. Look at this. Steve Celine needed to pay his legal bills, and he said, let's just slap a logo. Let's put a shit-ass body kit with wood screws, because if you guys own a Celine, you know exactly what I'm talking about with wood screws. They put wood screws on all your body kits. So every single time I see a Celine for sale, it's a Windstar, not an Aerostar. That was my problem. It was a Celine Windstar. Every single time I see a Celine for sale, like an SSE or something, super high end, and they want like $30,000 to $40,000 on it, I'm like, that shit is held down by wood screws, right? Your front air dam and your rear is held down by wood screws, right? Get the fuck out of here. Patrick Lynch says, I think the Chevy Tattoo guys are just mad because they use the Corvette name. Why not just badge it and have a new Trailblazer SS? I agree with that. That's pretty good. The Windstar. Thank you. Everyone is correcting me with the Windstar. I can remember working on them pieces of shit. It says Monty 540. The Trailblazer SS doesn't have the Corvette name on it, though. That's why it's getting purists up in their pants. Just how it's happening with the Mach-E. All the purists are getting mad. Why are you mad? Lambo guys are like, you're gonna make a Lambo SUV? Yeah, I'll buy it. Why? Because it's a Lambo. Who gives a fuck? I remember, and this is not even closely related, not even in the same ballpark, but only because I owned a Genesis, I only know this. Hyundai, which is a piece of shit car, they have Genesis. So you were buying a Hyundai Genesis at a Hyundai dealership, but the clientele that bought the Genesis didn't like going to Hyundai next to the Elantra and all this bullshit. They wanted to be like, hey, I want to just have a Genesis. So what did Hyundai do? They took the brand, put it off to the side, and made it its own standalone thing. So now you get the G80, the G90, you go to a Genesis dealership. You don't go to a Hyundai dealership. You go to a Genesis. It's a nice Hyundai. That's all it is. So I think Corvette, Mustang, and all those guys are going to do the same thing, similar to Cadillac, right? Cadillac has SUVs, they have cars, they have crossovers, they have the wagon, they have performance vehicles, they have four-cylinder turbo, they have their own. It's a GM, the fucking GM. It's but they have their own thing. Similar with Lincoln, right? They kind of said, let me just do our own thing. So I think Corvette wants to do that, and you don't think guys that can afford a brand new Corvette or can afford a Corvette in general because they're expensive vehicles is going to buy an SUV just to be able to say he's got one? Absolutely. Same thing with Mustang guys. Mustang guys are just as stupid. How come nobody was up in arms with the EcoBoost Mustang? I think I was the only shithead on the planet that thought it was a tremendous piece of shit, criticized it heavily, but it fell on deaf ears because the teenagers loved it. It's the one they can afford. The insurance rates were low, and the parents said, well, I'll give Timmy a Mustang, so I'll give him an EcoBoost. Oh, Mom, I blew it up. I don't know what happened. Fix it. Well, I mean, what the hell did you do? I bought a catch can, and it made it worse. You bought a catch can, and it made it worse? Yeah. Can I get the burble tune? Can I get diesel pops? That's where it came from. Those shitheads, those pimple-filled shitheads became adults and want to burble pop shit from their eco shit to the Mustang 5-liter. I am slowly becoming I am slowly merging away from modern Mustangs because it is full of shithead, ricer, pimple faced douchebags, and they devalue everything about the vehicle. And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I want to be in this clique. I'm gonna move on. Lamborghini also makes tractors and trucks in the 90s. Nice. New Genesis G76 manual transmission, kind of neat for a slow sedan with gas mileage. Hey, there you go. Dodge and SRT8. True, it's a Lambo, but it's not a Lambo. It's an Aventador. Okay, it's not called a Lamborghini or Aventador SUV, even though it basically is. Pat's Garage. I think people are worried that Ford will get away from the traditional Mustang and only sell the SUV. That's why a lot of people don't like it. No. The Mustang is and always will be a pony car. I don't even like calling it a muscle car because I don't think it was ever a muscle car until, the Boss 429 and all that shit. But I don't think it falls into the muscle car category. I think it's a sports car. Sports cars. I think it's more in line of what BMW is trying to do than what Dodge is trying to do. Just straight line, blazing tire type situations. They want more of a triathlete than a sprinter. So I don't think it'll ever go SUV 100%. No freaking way. The Mustangs sell pretty damn good. Now, what outsells the Mustang? The Challenger outsells the Mustang. I think the Challenger finally took over sales like over the last 4 or 5 years. There are more Challengers on the road than Mustangs. So people are starting to go, well, they want a bigger straight line dumb vehicle. Then eventually I think Ford's going to go, why don't we offer them something big, electric, dumb? They're not going to make the Mustang bigger. Actually, they did with the 2020 GT500, which I think was a huge mistake, making it 4,200 pounds. A huge mistake making that big bloated hunk of shit 4,200 pounds. AC469 says, please don't move away from Mustangs. I probably won't. I'll be in it one way or another just so I can stay in the know while I'm in the business. But look, if things change and my career takes a left turn, I really have no reason to fuck with Mustangs. I'll still do my best to bring you guys tech shit. But at the end of the day, if it becomes a ricer shithead vehicle, I want nothing to do with it. A riced out Mustang is the worst type of ricer. I get so mad when I see them. Just stick with Civics and stop running our ponies. When switching from E85 to 93, I burble and pop for the first couple of tanks on diesel. Annoying. It's probably because it's running lean because you have E85 in the system still. So the lean condition, a lot of people think you got to run it rich to burble and pop and bang and shit. It's all spark related and fueling related. And I'm not going to make it do it on purpose because it's gay. Jonathan Williams says, too many Chargers on the road everywhere. Too many trim levels. That's my biggest gripe on Hellcats. Untrained eye can't tell a V6 from a Hellcat. But they don't care. That's what they're doing. They're saying, here's a RT, here's a V6, here's a 1320, here's a what the fuck they call it, Hellcat, then the Red Eye, then the Demon, and then the Charger variants. Dodge is going, here it is, whatever you want. It's not just Snickers. It's Snickers with almonds. It's Snickers with extra peanuts. It's white chocolate Snickers. It's everything. Thanks for giving me something to watch while the wife watches stupid cooking shows. Monty 540. Wild horse racing. A10 owners are the biggest douchebags out there. They be like, MC Hammer, can't touch this. Think again. Haha. A10 owners are the guys that want to be fast, quick, and cheap. And those guys do not last long. Those guys buy the A10, go NA, probably blow it up the first time, then they trade it in for whatever is fast at the moment, right? A10 owners, 6R80 owners, we're doing that too. 6R80 owners, this is the lineage of a 6R80 car. Full bolt-on, 18 manifold, flex, stupid cold air, headers, Texas Speed or some discount header, and whatever. Then they go on 3 twin turbo kit, a budget fuel system. When it blows up, they move to the A10. They go full bolt-on the A10, run 10s, and then gut it, tin can, drive around with no seats. Drive around with no seats like I do on the red car. Actually, just one seat. I got back seats in case I want to fuck. And then all of a sudden, they give up, or they go on 3 twin turbo kit on that fucking thing too, and then they sell it, and then they kind of put their pulse on what's fast right now, and they go, this is fast right now. Let me get in on that train. They're not loyal Mustang people. A10 owners, 6R80 owners, those Ricer guys, they're temporary. They go from Evo, they go Civic, Evo, 350Z, Mustang. Then they probably jump over to a BMW because that's the next clout IG car. David Venus. Is London operating at normal response time for remote sessions, 3 to 5 business days for startup file, or is it still trying to recover from the holidays? Thanks, friend. We're good. We're good to go. I did 3 or 4 dyno sessions last week. Got done, no problem. So just hit us up. Make sure you make an appointment. Don't be like, I got my car on the dyno right now. Can you get logs right now? No. Schedule it. And if you want to schedule it and have better response time, schedule it after Tuesday. Monday, Tuesdays are stupid. Stupid at Lund Racing. Over the weekend, people blow their shit up and blame it on us. And then, we have to log it and say, no, your fuel pump is shit because you have a budget fuel system in the back. We have to give them the bad news over the weekend Monday. Then we catch up on new orders Tuesday. And by Wednesday, I think we're breathing again. Come on, bro. I have my A10 over 2 years, 34,000 miles daily, 900 real horsepower. Done right. I mean, good for you. But most of them are not like that. Most of them clout chase. Evil Cobra. Evil 04 SVT Cobra. If I got away from Mustangs, what would you drive? I mean, I'd keep the Mustang. Would I keep the Mustang? I don't know. Probably something old. Something that's not... Something with a modern engine, like a Coyote swap vehicle, for sure. I wouldn't, just all of a sudden go over to Dodge and become the Dodge nut hugger. I'm not that well versed in Dodge. I think Demonology has that market cornered. I would probably dabble in it to see if it's something I wanted to do, but at this age, I don't want to be around guys that do stupid shit. And it seems like a lot of Mustangs. Imagine me going to a car meet, like me, 43-year-old shithead, going to a car meet with a bunch of burble tune, low guys doing. Okay. If you think burnouts are cool, you're a fucking douchebag, right? That's how my brain works. If you think burnouts are cool, you're a fucking douchebag. I don't want nothing to do with you. You're fucking retarded. We can't even relate. When do I do burnouts? To warm up the tires, to get grip. But if you think, let me just do a burnout because it's cool, I can't fuck with you. So I'm at that age where I'm just like, I never thought burnouts were cool. I'm like, these tires are expensive. I'm not stupid. I'll do a burnout before a race, or if I'm about to warm up the tires and want to get some grip and make a pull. But I never once thought they're cool. So when you go to these meets, you're like, man, this ain't my shit. This ain't my shit. Dodge crowd is just as bad, man. I know. Yeah, that's why I don't think I'm not gonna like not go to a certain car because of the crowd, but I definitely will leave a car because of the crowd, because it's becoming the Ricer mobile. The Mustang is becoming the Ricer car. It's literally becoming the car that Ricers drive. Where's the disco light? It's too light out for the disco light. I have that on at night. YouTube Crop says, Garrett Smith, what happened after 2 months? YouTube Crop and Free Speech talking to Garrett Smith. I don't know what's going on there. What about drifting? No, I don't think drifting is something I'd ever do because it's not racing. All right, let's be honest. Drifting is difficult. It requires a lot of skill. It requires a lot of know-how. It is not racing. Racing is you get to the line first. You take off somewhere and you get to the line after a predetermined amount of laps or feet or distance, and you get to the line first. Drifting is not racing. So I don't care about drifting. It's a skill. It's tough. It's impressive to look at. I'm also not watching figure skating. I'm not watching figure skating. Do you know what I'm saying? Alex would have a field day watching these take over idiots. Alex, Brandon to my 19 A10 car with a PMAS CJ and Twin 69. Add in comp cams, pack springs, titanium retainers, MMR OPGs, crank sprocket necks. Anything else you'd suggest? Already built trans and suspension. Boost. Boost, because you probably have enough in that car to have already gone boost with a Paxton with stock stuff and gone a second and a half quicker. If you would have put a Paxton beefcake special at $7,000 with a D-Torque 95 injector and a booster pump, car would have been a 1050 car, fully loaded. As of now, you have all this stuff and you're going to be a 1090 car, fully gutted. Jesus Ravello says the M8 is looking pretty nice. The M8 is a nice car, but it's $100,000. Road racing would be cool, but the problem with road racing 2000 MCR is no one gives a shit about road racing. Road racers give a shit about road racing, but the general public likes 0 to 60, wide open throttle pulls, 0 to 60, roll races and drag races. And if you want to be relevant, That's what you stick with. If you've ever, every single time, I love Frank Perdomo. Frank Perdomo's great. He's like, yo, check this out. I'm like, what? It's video of me at the autocross. I'm like, okay, let me see it. I am bored within the first 3 seconds. I go, then you can see a car, stick shift, like Wesley Evanson's car, at the line. Done. I am satisfied. Instant gratification. 8-second run. I'm done. Road racing is boring as fuck. Do you have to remove the sway bar on a 15 to 17 when installing a crank support? No. What? Wow. No, I don't think. I think you can do it all from the top. I'm not 100% because I haven't done it yet. Manuel Gomez has done it, and I'd have to talk to Lund Racing because they did it on the Black Bean, but I don't think so. Alex, are you going to participate in Texas 2K this year? Nope. I had no vehicle to go. The Fairmont wasn't. The Fairmont is still having, after redoing the fuel system in the Fairmont, now I'm experiencing belt slip issues, and I'm going to re-engineer the whole fucking thing. And by the time registration was open and closed, it was pretty much sold out. And that's okay. I can take Section 8, but you know what? I'm just going to go to support the Lund crew. I'm not going to participate. Now, if something opens up, I still don't think I would take Section 8. Do you know how expensive it is to bring a car to Texas 2K, race it, then have 50 to 60 guys every hour in your face asking you stupid questions? No offense, I love you fans. In your face while you're trying to work on a car to turn it around for the next race, and you guys are in our face. I'm like, I'd rather just go and support the vehicles. That way I can relax and go, I'm here to support the Lund Racing crew. So, because when I go, I don't have a crew. I mean, if there's 3 cars and 6 people, you need 6 people to crew 1 car. Like the Grey Goose is a great example. When we went to Hail Mary Derby, dude, it needed Brandon, John, Dakota, me, and Senior, and Keith Ray to turn that car around. It was, fuck that. It was a lot of work. Mike S says the M8 is 140 plus. It's a badass car though. Autocross is not road racing. It's not, but it is a form of road racing, 2000 MCR. And road racing is still boring. It's still boring. And road racing wears your car out way more than drag racing does. Velocity Street says sound effect on point. Road racing for people who suck dick with their asshole. Hey, you could say that SVT Eric all you want. Or it's for rich guys that have really, really fast cars from a 40 or 60 roll. I get it. Some people think it's gay. I get it. I understand. It's all good. But you can't deny a roll race from 40 to 160 or 180 isn't impressive, like in a sequential twin turbo Viper. It's super badass. YouTube has made Mustangs rice with all these idiots doing stupid shit to their cars for $1. Alex, I know $100,000 to start doing the math, and my S550 is about that. Alex, I know it's $100,000, but to start doing the math, and the S550 is about that. Yeah, shit. I get it. Look, that is cumulative though, not at one shot. Let's get those Section 8 60 to 130 times, bro. I'm still working on the fucking title. If you knew the bullshit going on in the background with the title on that car, the way I drove it the last video was just me with a temp tag, and that ran out. So that car is losing. It's just sitting there. I'm like, this car could be making pulls, doing cool shit. Nope. Some fuck decided to fuck with the title situation. Somewhere got hosed up, and this asshole has to deal with it. Quarter mile road racing in the track. Yes. Autocross, no. It says I'm hung solo, motherfucker. Based on the figure skating comment, I'm assuming you would not trust a Gen 1.6 MT Coyote in Michigan snow. Yes, I run Michelin snow tires. I ran my 2011 Mustang with Blizzaks all the time in Massachusetts. I loved it. It was awesome. Pro Charger crank support, you must remove front sway bar. Oh, okay. So maybe it's the same thing with MFP because Pro Charger literally copied that design. Tell me I'm wrong. I love to slide because I haven't owned a 400 horsepower car yet. Saving though, Nick Rogers. The Danimal. Ford sold half as many Mustangs in 2020, 61K as they did in 2015, 122K. Exactly. Christopher Reyna. Alex, take my spot in the streetcar class. I'm good. I don't even want to. I don't want to participate. I don't want to participate. If there's like a test and tune I can get involved with, okay, because then there's no pressure. Like exhibition, right? Can I get in the exhibition class just to make pulls like in Section 8 or Hush Money? I think Hush Money would be better suited to go to Texas 2K so I can finally get my 850. That car, when you see it, it's cool, it's different, it's dumb. GT500 doesn't stand out in that kind of event because there's some super high-end cars. So the GT500 doesn't stand out. The GT500 will do well anywhere. Bradenton, Orlando, Palm Beach International Raceway. But for Texas 2K, you want to do Section 8. I'm sorry, you want to do the Fairmont, you want to see Hush Money, you want to see it, get people talking about it, and then sell the drivetrain and get it out of my life. Keep the car, because I want to keep the car, but sell the drivetrain, sell the control pack, sell it all. Fast Rider 46 says, you're right. If you do 10-watt drag hits on the street, I get bent over the police, but if I never stop moving, I'm fine. Exactly. Enrique Salinas says, random question, were you ever into the show Pinks? The host was cringy, but made for good entertainment. Pinks was awesome. I loved I loved Pinks, but what I didn't like about Pinks is when they started asking for shit. There was a race where a guy asked for like 10 cars, and everyone was hustling, everyone was doing dumb shit. But I remember one of the first times I ever saw JPC or heard of JPC was on the show Pinks, and that was a really cool episode. But I liked the other one, Pastime. I like Pastime more. Just guys show up, you guess what it's going to run based on what the guy was saying, and nobody's racing. And I thought that was a cooler show, but it went away. I don't know why it went away. Tony Bolton, that's what I'm saying. I'm assuming MFP you don't. I think you do, Patty Pat. I think the MFP and the Pro Charger Crank Support are literally the same thing. What do you think about the diesel S550? It's dumb, but it does what it's supposed to do. Get people looking at it. It's not fast. It's dumb. It's silly, but you're looking at it. You're watching his channel and he's making money. Good for him. Good for him. Ashley Fox says, check your DMs, Bicho. You better show me picture of your tits or ass because I ain't about to be looking at some other dumb shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, we saw that. That was the GT500. Now the GT500 wagon concept. I don't think that'll ever come to fruition. I think it was just someone fucking around with Photoshop and said, what do you guys think of this? Would people buy it? Absolutely. People absolutely buy that thing. Look at the ugly S197 version though. That is legit ugly. That is just ugly, gross. It just looks terrible, terrible, terrible. But for whatever reason, this looks okay. I thought Ashley was going to send me pictures of her ass, but that didn't go. Patty Pat said, I'm just happy he just answered my question. Pastime had some nasty cars back in the day. Pastime was great. Pastime, my favorite Pastime episode is when the guy showed up with a white Mustang with spare tires in the front, and it was a obviously well-built car. He had, I think, the old 5 stars from 94 to 95 Mustangs, and he's like, yeah, it's got a bay cam. Pastime Mustang. Yeah, it's got a bay cam. And and Randy Jackson, I guess he's somebody. I apologize if I don't know who this is, but this was the coolest pass ever on Pastime. Fuck, if I get copyrighted, I'm going to lose my fucking shit. So I'm going to try to fast forward. Anyway, the guy said, I got a B cam, I got nothing. This thing is basic, bitch, and 100 shot. And okay, right there. The burnout, you go, yeah, no, this thing is serious. Like, but the guy, one of them, obviously the guy that is the co-host, the skinny guy there, he knows his shit. He knows his shit. So he's like, he gets like 12-1 because it was like a B-cam car with a C4.
Oh, I don't know, man. That thing sounds pretty good. Sounds real.
Oh, this is Tony Whetstone. Okay, good. Hopefully I won't get copyrighted. Hey, Tony Whetstone, don't fucking put a copyright thing on me.
Healthy. First of our $200 passes. The sleepers.
Look at the fucking spare tire, bro. Look at the nose. Look at the... When people talk about sleepers, I laugh so hard. This is a sleeper.
190,000-mile motor mine. What?
Look at their guesses. 1220.
Look at that.
that show was insanely cool. But as always happens, cool shows go away. I don't know why, but cool shows just go away. They made a Callaway Aero Wagon for Corvettes. She said asses later. Randy something was his name, Joe Jackson. That GT500 wagon would be badass though, she said Ashley Fox. The white spare Fox body was a buddy of mine local to Tennessee. Relax, Tony. Fucking relax, you fucking name-dropping motherfucker. Oh, I knew the guy. I know him. Meanwhile, you saw him at Walmart checking out. And you're like, yeah, I know that guy. He's a buddy of mine. SCT Eric, this is the first time I've finally been able to catch a live stream at work right now, building some F1 Fites. It was a built motor and a 3-stage 300 horsepower kit. A 3-stage 300 horsepower kit? It was progressive. Bicho, how soon will we see the Dodge, Ford, and Camaros go electric? Well, GM is making a huge push for electric. Why? Government is mandating shit. They're not stupid. They're going to pivot with the times. Even though it's not better for the world, better for the planet, or anything, it is quicker. It will be faster, and they kind of have to do what the government tells them to do, right? If the government was hands off, right? Because imagine right now you have 800 horsepower cars getting about 17 miles a gallon. Imagine there was no EPA, no nothing, and the manufacturers could make whatever the hell they wanted. You don't think, like, emissions wasn't a thing? You don't think you'd have 1,000 horsepower ridiculous things just roaming the streets? But they're handcuffed by EPA and all these other cafe standards and all this shit. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. So they have to do whatever the government dictates. They say, we need electric cars, and you're the big three, and you got to pump out some electric cars because we want to save the earth, even though you're making huge, massive holes in the earth to be able to mine the materials for the batteries. It's just a total oxymoron, but whatever. I think they're going to, within 2 to 3 years, you're going to start seeing a lot of electric vehicles on the road. Look at Teslas. A lot of people were like, okay, if you live in Virginia, you live in some shit ass town, you live somewhere where it doesn't matter, anywhere north of, I don't know, Oklahoma, you don't see a lot of electric cars. You park your ass here, North Lake and Military. You just stay there, and you'll see 40 Tesla Model X's. You'll see a couple Lambos go by. You'll see Urus. You'll see Q8s. You'll see Trackhawks. You'll see Model 3, P100Ds, Model S's, everything. So this area is chock full of that stuff because there's money in this area. Once that starts to get out there and the price starts to come down on these electric vehicles, you will see them everywhere. Once people realize the performance that these things have, that's really going to blow your mind. Greg Salazar says, I just woke up, coming a little too high power. There was a Dodge Stealth on that show. I think he still has the 6G72 record. Wild Horse Racing is a Tony Bolton. Yeah, I rode with Neil Armstrong to the moon too. That's my buddy. I know that guy. Me, I've never met him. Me mentioning a buddy of mine versus dropping Manuel Gomez every quarter second. Okay, Boomer. Meaning a guy we support, a guy we tune, a guy that builds parts for us, a guy that we builds cars for us. It's not like I don't know him and mention him. I lived in Houston for a year. I was around the dude. We've been to Texas 2K. We've been to Mod Nationals. You saw him at Walmart buying Bounty paper towels, and you said a buddy of mine. The fuck out of here. It's not the same thing. Alex says, does still have a good supply of N-gauges? We have N-gauges. Nothing screams Boomer like a grass guard on a Mustang at Tony Bolton. Wait, no. Shh. He's doing testing for the police auxiliary, which means you have to bolt on a push bar. He's saying, no, I'm just doing that to test shit because we got some MechMan alternators that need testing for the You don't need to bolt a push bar on your dumb shit to do that. What does the push bar have to do with testing anything on an alternator? Why don't you put all the stupid lights and shit inside the car to test the draw on the alternator? He wanted that push bar. He absolutely wanted that push bar. He's saying, oh, no, it's testing. Do most 18 Mustang GTs have reliable engines? Okay, most. If we're going, if we're being literal with your language, most have good engines, yes. TBE King. Is that like the best ever? 10,000 budget for an 18 A10. What would you do? Not a track car. Digs and rolls Mexico every now and then. I do a Paxton Pro Charger or Vortec kit in the car if it's an A10. Right? Any centrifugal, because that's the most budget-friendly air-to-air setup. For another $2,000, you could probably get a Whipple setup and be pretty good for a long time. You could keep a boosted pump and 1,000cc injectors, but when you go racing, you put race gas in the vehicle. If you, for whatever reason, want to go E85, you're going to bring the budget up by another $3,000 for fuel system and installation. Mad Lad says, Alex, which video has the guy saying you come in a little too high power? I saw that you come in a little too high power, but I'm looking for the you come in a little too high power. He doesn't say too hot. He doesn't say too hot. He goes, you come in a little too high power, my N-word, and that is the Valley Racing Channel. Who, by the way, shout out to Valley Racing Channel. I have learned so much about racing over there. I found out that if you race in the West Coast for money, you don't got to pay. If you set up a race, you're like, yo, fool, I want to race you. I got $3,500. And they're like, all right, get your boys, get the pot. All right, we match whatever you got. Bet. Now, the moment you shake hands, in my world, when you shake hands, that's a fucking contract. And if you don't pay, motherfucker's going to go after you. And what happens is they race, and if there's a disagreement, because the race does not happen on the street at the Valley Racing Channel. The race happens in the parking lot after the race, right? So you race, and then, it could be a clear victory by someone, buses. And then they go, we got to look at the tape. He fucking gapped them by 5 buses. No, we got to look at the tape. And then they'd be like, orale, fool, I think he jumped. You think he jumped? Yeah, I think he jumped. Look at that. I think the tire cracked. The tire cracked and the lights weren't on. And you understand, like on Mustangs, when you let go of the brake, there's an inherent delay. So the brake light still stays on. That's why a lot of people do a trans brake button set up so that you see the lights go off when the trans brake button goes off. But when you have your foot on the brake and you let go, it doesn't spring back and go boing. It goes, But the car could be lurching forward while the brake is going. Dude, the best channel ever. Anyway, I love watching that shit. So I'm going to find the video where he said, you come in a little too high power. And then he didn't say too hot. He said a little too high power. It was Mustang versus Jeep. Yeah, boosted. Yeah, $4,800. Let's again. This is just an all-time favorite. Looks like I left it off right where it needs to be. Yeah. I've been watching that shit over and over and over. It's just wonderful. Check this out, fool. Check this out, fool. You come in a little too high power, my N-word. So I guess a race was going down with a Jeep and a Mustang. The Mustang had trouble at the line. But again, I don't know if the Mustang guy owed money because he broke, or if he said if you lost, like let's say for instance, if you break on the line, I owe you $1,200, but if I beat you straight up, you owe me $1,800 or something like that.
Watch out!
What I love about the cameraman on this channel is he doesn't instigate. He just watches.
Hey, bring that shit down, fool. Bring that shit down.
Oh, my fucking internet.
Bring that shit down. I want to see you drive it in first and second gear. Bring that shit down. Bring that shit down, fool. Prove me it's broken. Prove me it's broken. Hey, prove me it's broken, bro. Hey, prove me it's broken, bro. Hey, bro, prove me it's broken. Hey, prove me it's broken.
No.
Hey, check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
Hold on, my nigga. Hold on. You coming a little too high power, my nigga. What the fuck? What's up, nigga? You want to squabble?
I love it. I mean, it's just the best clip in history.
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
Oh, I love that fucking clip. It'll forever. I want to meet that dude. I just want to shake his hand. I'm like, yo, bro, you made my whole life with that. When everyone gets a little too crazy.
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
I love it. All right, guys, I'm out. Gonna check out the live at work tonight, the original. Thank you very much for hanging in there for a little bit. Evil 04 SVT Cobra says, out of all of the cars you enjoy driving, you drive the white car the most. The white car it has 31,000 miles. It's a 2019. I get in that car. It's got Eibach Pro Kit. No other suspension mods. R888s in the back. 20s front and rear. 20 by 10.5s and 20 by like 9s in the front. Headers. E85-ish. Boost. Free-flowing exhaust. Drive that bitch everywhere. I love that car. But the car that frustrates me the most driving is the Fairmont. Fucking Fairmont pisses me off. No power steering, no power brakes. Just a dumb, stupid car. But every time I take it out, people are like, oh my God, look at that fucking thing. I remember when I was... If you watch Chase's race, you can see Edward. I mean, he's a big dude, right? He's like a big fucking dude. Please make that sound clip for the cuz. I already did. Do you have any crank support for your white car? Also, what happened to the 22s you had for it? 22s are still available. They're still around. I have them. And I do not have a crank support. It's a Vortec. Why would I need a crank support with a Vortec? If I had a Pro Charger with an auxiliary pulley in the front, making pulleyception 1, 2, 3, you know, then I might need a crank support. It's just a lot of axial load, radial load on the crank. Yeah, I'm not going to fuck with that shit. Axial, radial load. Thanks for being here, Alex. Fighting this COVID on day 5. Love the show. Thank you, Ernie Montalvo. Were you out there? That's the other thing about the Valley Racing channel. I guarantee all those guys got COVID at one point. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? Then they smoke weed and they pass it around. I'm like, that. And then he's like, yo, you brought me a burger, fool? Yeah. Here, take a bite. I'm like, take a bite. And the homeboy take another bite. I'm like, why don't y'all just make out? Those R88, do you like them? I make them on 700 wheel and looking for a decent street tire. Yes, I like them very much, but they're a loud tire. Rest assured, the R888 is a very loud tire on the highway. Alex, I picked up 15 rear wheel with my custom fresh air intake, and the gains were 5,700 above sea level, and the power also carried higher RPM. And does not drop off sharply like the OEM. Cool. Okay, cool. What do you want me to do? You want me to promote your shit? What do you want me to do? You've said that like 15 times in the last 3 or 4 chats. I love you. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Shit. Driving an hour to go racing. Can't think of a better show to listen to while on the road. Keep up the awesome content. Alfredo Diaz, good luck tonight or today. I'm going to start, once I got to get a truck and I got a trailer. It's got to get a truck consistently. And I'm going to take the GT500 to Bradenton a lot. Because OSW sucks cocks and dicks right now. It's just too far. Bradenton's a little closer to me. And it's Wade's there. Wade Rich is there. And his prep is on point. And I just love the guy. He seems to be on point with everything. So I'm going to go there because every single time I see clips from guys at the track, people are breaking their ankles. Their face is getting stuck to the fucking, to the pavement and to the concrete. And I'm like, it's sticky there. I got to go there. Alex, it's too early for this shit. Then fucking leave, Jay Fine. And so are the races of our lives. Okay, has anyone done an on-3 turbo kit on a 350? Has someone done a Peasant turbo kit on a high-end 350? Yeah, okay. That's a great question. Has someone been a cheap fucker on a $59,000 GT350 and put an on-3 kit on it? Yeah, it makes power. But come on, guys. T. Helser says, hey, Alex, awesome show. It breaks up my day at work. Mod Stewart says, is it possible to make a 100 wheel with a VMP Gen 2 blower? Yep. 69 millimeter upper, 15% lower, 22 degrees of timing at sea level with a 1000cc injector. Yeah, no problem. SD Irishman says, Alex, what's your opinion on the tire size for 1910 square setup? 305 35 20 or a 285 40 20, right? It all depends on how you want your sidewall to look, but a 305 35 20, in my opinion, 305 35 19. I apologize because that's what I have in the back of my car. Or a 285. I think you'll be good with those. 285 40. You might disagree, but I like a lot of sidewall on my tire. I don't like rubber band. I'm not the rubber band man with the narrow shit. Hey Alex, I'm looking for a manual twin turbo Gen 1 car tuned by Lund. Has a 400. Okay, I'm looking at a manual twin turbo Gen 1 car tuned by Lund. It has a 4 innovation fuel system, built motor, and all the supporting mods. He's asking $20K. Suspect or good deal? That's a decent deal if it's a built motor. Built motor and a built trans. Stock motor, stock trans? Fuck no. You're going to do a demo drags at Cleveland Cars? No. The track prep that Wade has at Bradenton is so legit, and he has a lot of events. So I'm going to probably venture up there just to have a better track to fuck with, because Palm Beach is great when the prep is good. And the prep is good like once or twice every 3 months. And rentals, I can't make a day rental because I'm working, and they don't have rentals as far as I know during the daytime on the weekend. That's what I need. Hey, Alex, what do you think of the bar? The bar is a great little motor. I learned a lot about it from the guys down in Australia. It's basically like the 2J version of a Ford motor, the Ford version of a 2J. Makes good power. I guess the Gen 2 or the latest gen before it got put away to pasture or whatever. I think they stopped making it. Was able to make 800. So I thought of swapping it with a bar, but then I thought, wait a minute. It's not going to make any more power than a Gen 2 Coyote can. So I said, well, there's no, except for cool factor, I wouldn't really borrow swap a car if I'm only going to make the same that a Gen 2 Coyote can. So I just nixed that idea. Steeda is killing it right now. Carry on, peasants, says Monty Rogers. Alex, in your opinion, would a 2020 GT500 blower work on a Coyote, and would it be worth looking into? It's a 2650. I don't know that it will work on a Coyote. I basically think you have to, the drive, right? How are you going to fuck with the drive? You know, you'd have to re-engineer the drive somehow, where the snout, I don't think it's not a direct bolt on, but it's all about the drive, you know, the blower drive. What are you gonna use for a blower drive? And that's something that you probably have to talk to VMP about. But I don't know if that blower is gonna be sold by large quantities. You're gonna need a decent amount of engineering to make that blower drive work properly. The prep of Bradenton brakes, drive shafts, and axles on street heat nights. Exactly, Patrick Lynch. I think Bradenton right now seems to be the best track that I know of in the area. Ray says, good morning. How's the family? Wild Horse Racing says, boosted 22 degrees with 85, right? You don't need peeps saying, give me all the timing sauce with my supercharged pump gas monster, because that's what you said. LOL. So every single time I get a guy with a pump gas tune, the tune is pretty much going to be seeing about 16 to 17 degrees at 10 PSI at sea level with pump gas. And we're letting the knock sensors at it. So people say, well, can I get more timing? I'm like, no. Why would you want more timing? It's not going to, the knock sensors are adding up to that, meaning they're happy, come on up. So if I set the cap higher and it comes on up to say 19 and it kicks it back because the octane isn't there, your car's not going to perform as well because it brings it up to 19 and kicks it back down to 14, and you'll lose performance. So we set the cap at something that we've done to thousands of cars based on thousands of cars that we tested. You can desensitize the knock sensors and say, fuck it, here's 20, and the motor might survive for a little bit. It might be really fast, and you might, oh, my tuner's better, my car's faster, because the knock sensors are turned down and they're shoving 20 degrees in it. It's just a matter of time before that shit blows up. Do you know what I'm saying? NMRA is right around the corner. I don't do NMRA stuff. I just don't do NMRA stuff. It's just like, it's just not attractive anymore. I'd rather just do a test and tune night. Alex is going to hit up the Freedom Factory and get some asphalt. I can't wait. I'm like, you have any asphalt left? Where did the turbo manifolds go? They're right there. Oh, shit. Oh, they're right. They're on the ground. I just took them out of there because I was laying there just after work one time. I was here and I needed to lay there to like contemplate life. I was just like, I did 50 KM lope tunes, 40 flex tunes. And just started looking up for about an hour, and I felt better. Stephanie H says, good morning, Alex. My 15 GT Auto, Edelbrock 2300 with a base tune, runs 124 mile per hour. Is that normal? And thanks for your excellent chat. I don't know what conditions. I don't know what fuel. I don't know what your car weighs. I have no idea. You gave me very minimal information. Is it a manual? Is it an auto? What conditions? DA? Fuel? I have no idea. Boost? I have no idea. I have no idea. Zachary Anderson says, not going to hold you to your answer, but I have a customer whose N-Gage screen broke. Can y'all transfer his tunes to an SCT device? Yes, absolutely. If he wants to put an SCT device in there, we can pretty much configure the same tune or similar tune. Pretty much it'll be the same tune, and we'll be able to transfer it over to his SCT at no cost. Phil says, buenos dias, pesantos. Bossman12 Boss says, is there any advantage of putting an octane booster on a 93 tune if you're running good quality pump gas 93? No, not unless you want more timing. There was a GT350 guy at Wolfpack Speed, Mike Koval, great guy. If you're in the East, if you're in the Western Pennsylvania area and you want your car worked on, Mr. Koval is the dude at Wolfpack Speed. So he put a GT350 on the dyno, and he goes, Alex, just in case, so that octane isn't an issue, because he understands what we go through, I'm going to put a can of Octanium in it so we can dyno tune this car. I said, you know what? That's a good idea. So basically, we'll work on the pump gas tune first. We're going to cap the timing at 16 or 17 and see how it does. It's a GT350, mind you, so they make way more power. So it made like 760 on pump gas at 17 degrees at about 10 PSI. And the knock sensors were happy, but I did not add timing past that. So he goes, wow, that's awesome. I said, you know what, Mike Koval? Because it already has the octane booster in there, would you mind me raising the timing so he can have 2 tunes on his device, a pump gas tune, and when he has Octanium or race gas with a similar stoic, he already has a race gas tune? He goes, dude, that'd be awesome. So I raised the cap to about 21 degrees and it made 830 rear wheel horsepower with Octanium, you know. So he was like, holy shit. I go, right? Like 60 horse or 50 horse just from a tune, you know, more timing. So he's like, so basically finalize the pump gas tune, 17 degrees capped, bam, 770 wheel or 760 wheel. It was making stupid amount of power. And then I said, here's a race gas tune. And he's like, man, this thing is wild. I go, GT350s are those vehicles that can definitely make 700 plus on pump gas with any boost. Alex Alcazar says, fuck, I woke up late. RPM twin turbo termer, I guess. He goes, and that's why I went with Lund. They make your vehicles faster but they want to keep it alive. Those wind lights are sweet. They are sweet. Those billet wind lights are super awesome. Corvette SUV is as stupid as a Mustang SUV. The next thing you know, they'll be stealing elections. Kevin W. Boy, you should hear the beginning of the show. Garrett Smith says, Alex, when we tuning mine, we agreed to not go max timing on my setup. How much of a gain would it be to get that degree or 2? It probably a gain like 20 to 30 wheel with like 22 degrees. I think you're up at 20 right now. Can you try to get Emmanuel Gomez on here for a live chat one day? Emmanuel Gomez, love him. I don't think he can focus for an hour and a half. I would say, Manuel, no cell phone, no nothing. You're going to sit in front of the computer and you're just going to answer everyone's questions. I think he'd be down because I think you'd love him. I can imagine every other word out of his mouth. He's going to talk about the GTR guy. He's going to talk about Houston chops. He's going to talk about your mom, your sister. He's going to say the N-word every other word. I'm going to be like, all right, guys, viewer discretion advised. We got Manuel Gomez on. I'd love to get him on, for sure. But I'm going to have to tell him, yo, Manuel, I love you. For an hour and a half, you can't do shit but just sit there and answer questions. I'd love that. I'll propose that to him. And that'll be a whole different thing. That'll be not like on Tuesday. It'll be like its own thing. And I'll obviously promote it beforehand. So whenever it's convenient for Manuel, whenever it's convenient for you, we'll set up a Zoom or whatever the fuck you use. We'll set it up so that if you want to come on the show and answer questions 100%, people talk about the GTR, people talk about the GTR race, people talk about Florida 2K, all that stuff. That would be awesome to have him on. Patrick Lynch says, Alex, eMotion was going to fix my engage screen and then they just disappeared. Website is down and emails are undeliverable. Yep, they went out of business. Bink, see ya, gone. Hey, Patrick Lynch, do me a favor. Hit us up. Support at lundracing.com. Tell us your concerns and we'll see if we can help you out. E-Rock says, yo, Alex, the Danimal says, wagon the world. I love it. Look, how can you not like a CTSV wagon, right? CTSV wagon that, you know, gaps, they're beautiful cars. A blue one. Oh, come on. I mean, come on, Carlito. It wasn't even turned on. Look, I'm not a brand loyalist, but if I got rich, you know this will be part of, you know this bitch will be in my garage. Look at this little wide body situation. Boy, because this is how it looks normal. This is how it looks a little wide body. Do you know what I am saying? Unless this is a change in years. Oh, fucking Jesus Christ, boy. And people that like this and don't like a potential Corvette SUV are on fucking crack. Look at this motherfucker. Ha ha ha. This guy's great. Look at that. Come on. How can you not like that? I mean, come on, Carlito. It wasn't even turned on. Where are you? Where are you? Da, 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 da. It wasn't even turned on, Carlito. Oh, is it on? Here we go.
Man,
One more time.
it wasn't even turn on. It's something else, man.
That's right. Come on, Carlito. Okay. So, let me go back. Alex, did you see a Street Speed take 100,000-mile Ram and total it? No, I did not see that. Again, is he doing that same thing the other kid's doing? The guy that takes Super Duty trucks and just fucks them up and puts cement in the back? Is he doing that kind of shit? Good morning, Alex. I just got my hands on a Gen 2 Coyote Mustang and had to get rid of the turbo Cobra. Should I say this shit box? S550s drive so smooth. Now you're realizing that? Arturo Hermosillo, now you're realizing that? Come on, man. Alex Alcazar says, that sounds hilarious. Get Manuel, please. I'll propose it to him. I already got that. Alex, I know it's not stock ECU related, but how do you feel about the Holley screens in a Holley equipped car? Do you prefer the look of OEM style analog gauges? Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of experience with Holley stuff, so I can't speak on it. I'd love to give you look, if this channel took off where I can like put Holley in things and really give you things from a tuner's perspective, I'd do that. But as of now, I work a full-time gig and this is part-time shit. So I can't just be like, well, let me just buy everything and fill my, and just, no. I can't do that. CTSV or RS7? Oh, boy. Boy, that's a good one. An RS7 if it looks like that. Yeah, an RS7. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not even close. An RS7. It's not even close. It's not even close. An RS7. Like, not even. It's not even on the same fucking solar system. Not even close. Alex, how much does an SET device cost? Is that what the homeboy just said? It's like $400, right? Why don't you just Google that shit? Christopher Henson says you should get Aldo on from late model racecraft. He's good too. Aldo is well-spoken and smart. I'm not to say that that's surprising, but you know, most beaners say some stupid shit. Not him. He is legit. And I'd probably do a standalone show with him, meaning an interview. Actually, that would be better. An interview with those guys and not live. Because live, people can get easily distracted. And then I have no control of the situation. So I'd probably do an interview with Manuel, an interview with Aldo. Dude, Cletus has a black one built. It's fucking fugly as fuck, though. Alex, come on, bro. Okay. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. That would be a great show. I mean, it's already a great show, but you and Manuel talking shit, priceless. Let's get Shelby Dave on a video and talk about his new car. Alex, there's a 2011 GT Manual with an MMR block and CPR turbo kit going for $20K in my area. Should I pull the trigger or not? I think it's a good deal. Okay, no. Don't ask me why. Just no. He jumped the Ram and it got fucked up. Okay, well, what am I gonna do? He totaled $100,000 TRX, not a 100,000 mile truck. Oh, gotcha, 100K mile truck. Got it. Yeah, but I mean, what do you think was gonna happen? It's like that guy that jumped the Raptor and completely folded it. Remember that video of a guy in a Ford Raptor jumping 90 feet and absolutely folded the fucking thing? Oldie but a goodie. What the fuck do you think was going to happen? Like, what in the fuck did you think was going to happen at Muddy Crack 98? Muddy Crack and Syphilis and Herpes 12. Yeah. I suspect it went something like that. So, yeah. Wow. That's awesome. You don't need help. I struggle with. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. You're not need help. I struggle with no crew, big block, and any car that runs 890s. You must have some help. Otherwise, you're just turning a lot of work. Exactly, Cobra 600. Big YouTuber like Street Speed lose the value of money and scrap trucks. It's idiocy. I love my RS7, says Ashley Fox. That guy destroys those trucks and got a Hellcat, which was junk in half a video. And he does it on purpose because you guys watch. Who cares? It's his money. I agree. Yeah, I agree. It's you look at the video, like you want me to look at the video, and I don't care. I don't care if he jumped $100,000 TRX and totaled it. I don't care. But you guys click on it and go, what a dumbass. Look, hey everyone, look at this dumbass. And you know who wins? he wins because you watched and you invited all your buddies to watch and you shared. He's not stupid. He wants to get views, and you viewing it helps him. So he says, okay, if I crash my $100,000 truck, people like it. So he's going to crash it, total it, make his money back pretty quickly, and then do it again and again and again and again. And you guys, oh, what an asshole. He doesn't care. He's fucking making the bank. Whistling Diesel tears shit up. Yeah, that's the dude. Street Speed is fucking gayer than 5-gallon rainbow bucket of AIDS. Wow. Jesus. To the hatred. Damn, I want a truck, says Anthony. I seen it on TV. Totals Raptor. Dude, he totaled the shit out of the Raptor. I screen recorded. Fuck his views. Just kidding. LOL. Y'all paying for his next car by watching his shit, says Anthony. Exactly. Alex, love the mud crickets. There's not a lot of mud crickets in my area. I don't know any mud crickets in my area. If I did, I'd try to, see what the deal is, but I have not really experienced a lot of mud crickets or any mud crickets in my area at all. That's how Gay Poor got started, said Monty Rogers. Almost 1 million views. Exactly. He has made his money. I'm going to total my TRX and make money. It's like I'm going to buy, imagine I say, let me buy when the GT500 came out, let me buy it, blow it up, and tell everyone I blew it up. And then everyone watches because I'm so stupid. And no, they're just, I'm the smart one because I'm like, I'm going to blow it up and I'm going to make my money back, maybe double my money back, then sell this hunk of shit after I fix it. And people watch your shit, subscribe to your shit. It's a smart way of doing business. You guys watch Jackass. You guys watch guys jump out of roofs of houses into bushes. You guys watch guys in shopping cart play shopping cart chicken and crash into each other and break shit. You guys watch guys go into a room where dildos are exploding and you watch it nonstop and you go, wow, these guys are morons. They're fucking loaded. I have a 2020 Rebel. Should I jump I have a 2020 Rebel. Should I go jump my $70,000 truck? No, thanks. Just like blowing the engine on camera with pump gas brings the views. 100%. Dude, just redo the logs and send them together. Who are you crying for this attention? What? Hey, Alex, I sent you a log yesterday. However, you requested me to idle log before the watt, and I forgot to do the watt. Just send it to you separately. 16 GT350 Manny LU47s JLT. Just do it just like Homeboy says, Colton says, just redo the logs and send them together. Why are you crying for his attention? It's fine. It's a peasant chat. It's all good. David Burnworth says, how's your day going? I don't know. It's early. I just had my coffee. I probably got to take a coffee shit after the show. And then I'm going to see about messing around with Section 8, the ice tank. I want to make sure that it's not flowing like I think it should. I think there's a clog somewhere. So I got to check that out. Sigrafix says, Houston crossed to blow up his GT500 right when they took delivery, then said the car was a lemon. I watched it. I would do if I had the money to do it, so I don't blame the guy. Exactly. I love the kind of content because all the stupid comments after. Hey, Alex, I sent you. Okay, that's twice you said Milan, Bill, and Moria. You already said that, and I already gave you an answer. Hell, bump fights made millions. Bump fights. Remember bump fights? Hey, it's $20. He's trying to beat the shit out of each other. His fans are just dumb, but he's making bank. Exactly. I'm not looking to have the smart fans. Most of you are pretty fucking stupid. Let's be honest. Most of you are pretty fucking stupid. You should see some of the questions. But I don't think I would do certain things for clickbait. I want my channel to have organic growth. I have someone that helps me all the time with thumbnails and content. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to beg for your likes. I don't want to beg for your hit the like button, like and subscribe. If the channel makes it on its own, the channel makes it on its own. I have a full-time job. If this channel went away tomorrow, I'd sell 2 vehicles and I'd live my life like normal. It's not a big deal. Whistling Diesel having fun and time of his life and getting paid to do it. Exactly. That kid is not stupid. Arturo Marcia says, what should our first mods be, Alex? I think a ghost cam tune because it chops pretty good and it's catless. Stop it. Holy shit, stop it. Oh, he goes, I think it has a ghost cam tune. Just do if it has a stock manifold, do like a Flex and E85 tune and it'll be happy. Bump Fights was great, says the Danimal. Alfredo Diaz, the ice tank pump needs the Taurine tune. Smoking Ito says, I have a Gen 3 RVMP and an Illuminator. And what pulley do you recommend to get low 9-second passes, 14 auto GT with all supporting mods, 69mm? 69 millimeter, right? Let's just go with the 69 millimeter and fucking send that shit. Anything smaller than a 69 is prone to belt slip. It's just not enough belt wrap and it's too small. It's a thimble. It's basically a thimble at the end of that blower. Anything with a 69, I had a 69 millimeter pulley on this car with 5% lower, Kenny Bell throttle body, PMAS 149, FIC 1650s at 4,000 pounds with me in it. The car went 9.1 at 153. Phil says, Milan, take that junk ass JLT off of your GT350 and put the stock intake back on. He's not wrong. The best video by Jackass is the one where they wrote the names on the bums while they sleep. I just want to write my name. Okay. You're spot on with that subject. Cobra 600 says, VMP did a live stream. Big fail. What do you mean? When did they do a live stream? I don't know anything about VMP. Let me see. VMP. I mean, they're good people. They just need better content. Look, when I was there, I was the show. Let's be honest. I was the show. But me and Joe did good together. No, they did okay. I think Joe is great with the right partner. Joe from VMP is really good with the right partner. Me and him get our humor, and we understand each other pretty well. Let me just kind of really quickly look at, when was this live stream? January 13th. Welcome to VMP Live. They have a lot of subscribers. And dude, look at Joe's beard. Holy shit.
So that's my other favorite one is they say, oh, it's only 100 octane. It doesn't do anything.
And then another truth, or a truth, because we were myths and then we threw in the truth about it type
Correct.
of thing. So along the lines of truth, on your ethanol content.
That is true.
You need 30% more fuel. So
Okay, so real quick, real quick advice for the VMP channel. Call everyone a fucking asshole and they suck. Fuck you. Say, what's up, you fucking pieces of shit? How you doing? This is Joe and whoever the hell coming at you from VMP. I just got my dick sucked. And then people will be like, whoa, this guy's wild. Yeah, what's up? What are you doing? I just did 77 in the bathroom. Now I'm going to talk about these flex fuel queers. Yeah. Extra big ass fries with more molecules. I love Idiocracy. Would you like some more extra big ass fries? Now with more molecules.
Welcome to Carl's Jr. Would you like to try our
Extra big ass taco.
now with more
The Fox News intro for Idiocracy is the funniest fucking thing. Fox News, yeah, fuck you. Here we go. The Fox News intro for Idiocracy.
Oh shit, it's upgrade.
Shit, it's not upgrade.
Given enough time, Joe's plan might have worked.
Come on.
When the
Where are
Brondo stock suddenly dropped to zero,
Yeah,
leaving half the
Here you go.
population under.
Here's the. Listen to the Fox News intro on the Idiocracy. Fox News, yeah. Hold on. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm trying to keep it short. I'm gonna use that as a sound clip. Fox News, yeah. Fox News. So VMP needs to spice it up. They can't be too technical. They can't be too literal. They need to be kind of douchebags because you need to be able to relate to your audience. And let's be honest, a lot of you are douchebags and you relate to me. Because I'm a shithead. I'd watch that. You got to have a catchphrase too. I'd watch. Extreme, extra big ass horsepower. 3.5 or 5.0, is that even a question? The fuck? What happened to the 3-valve versus 4-valve owner video you made forever ago? That's what made me start watching. That's on Facebook because it has electrolytes. The more time passes, the funnier Idiocracy becomes. Idiocracy is prophetic, meaning it's a prophecy. The guy who made Idiocracy, Mike Judge, just knew that we're fucking retarded. We're gonna do retarded shit. We're stupid, and we're just gonna like slowly devolve. Do yourselves a favor. Take out 2 hours of your life and watch Idiocracy beginning to end without any interruption. Tell me that's not a prophetic movie. Prophet, like Proph, not pathetic. I like Sex and Money. There was one where he looked at the money and it was like kicking ass and getting paid. Fuck yeah. That was, instead of like, one of many and, United States of America. And it was like, fuck yeah, getting paid. It says on your chart you're fucked up. And, don't worry, scrote. A lot of tards live a great life. My wife's tarded. She's a pilot now. Where is that? Do I have that here? I don't think I have that here. Shit my pants. Let me see what clips do I have here. Diarrhea, wet fart, electric, taquache, murder you. No, I don't have it. No, but that was great. Oh, here we go. Do I have this one? I don't think I have this one. Let me see.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
That's pretty much what I tell every guy that asks about, hey, my flex tune hasn't learned yet. Is it okay to log?
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
Can I get some burble tunes, please?
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
Can I run the 85 with a boosted pump?
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
VMP, take notes. Take notes, VMP. You got to make fun of your people. You can't be respectful. Hi from PR, Puerto Rico, Ismael Nieves. How you guys getting internet over there? Metro PCS put up a new tower. Oh, shit. I'm talking all that shit, man. All right, I'm going to get out of here pretty soon. 10 minutes before I get out of here. Phoenix says 550 says, yeah, Alex, any coal brand you would recommend for a full bolt-on 16 GT? Yep. Ford Motor Company. The Blue Goose, the Gray Goose, every goose, all of my cars, stock coils. Phoenix, ask him about BMR, says Chris Ragsdale. That's great. Okay. Alex with the jokes. Morning, fellow douche pooshers. Says that one guy. Oh, Burble Tune is so stupid. AC469. Hope MRL didn't go out of business. MRL? Mexico Racing League? No, why would they go out of business? No way. These guys are on it. You know what I'm saying? Metro PC. I installed a Loki on my 17 GT, still on stock Pirelli tires, on the stock PP rims. Any suggestions on a good daily driver tire? Can't hook for shit. Cold roads don't help though. Anything Michelin, like the 4S, I think, I think the 2S are the bad boys, right? I'm not 100%, but I think the 4s, anything that comes like what comes on GT350s or the newer performance package Mustangs, like the 18 and up. I think it's a Continental or a Michelin 4S. I think it's a 4S. Let me see. 2018 Mustang PP tire. I think it's a 4S. I'm not 100%. Yeah, Michelin Pilot Cup 4Ss. So Pilot 4Ss, this guy. So if you're going to upgrade to a tire, I had really good luck with these tires that come stock in the performance package 18 and up Mustangs. They're the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. And they're great. They're good for an intermediate, not super duper crazy shit, but it did pretty damn well for what it was. Once I went boost, everything went out the window really, but this is a halfway decent tire for what it is. Someone says go Ravens. Someone says go Chiefs. Metro PCS. Ravens. LOL. Go fuck yourselves. While Horde Racing says LOL Chiefs. Car Enthusiast says buenos dias, Alex. This is Nestor. Question. I've been okay. Nestor from Florida. Because I was about to put a Mexican accent on you, but he's not Mexican. Buenos dias, Alex. This is Nestor. Question. I've seen RPM doing meth. I've seen RPM. I don't know who that is. Doing meth injection with the 85 tunes. I'm guessing that might make up for the low E rating. What do you think? No, if you mix meth with ethanol, that is a good one. I wonder if not water meth. You're saying straight meth. So I don't know if it pumps up the ethanol or the ethanol rating. That's a new. I never even thought about that because we don't with E85 equipped vehicles. Usually if it has high IAT issues, some people use meth or water meth to cool the IAT, but they have to relocate the inlet air temp sensor to the manifold somewhere. But using it as an ethanol supplement, that's an interesting one. I'd have to look into that for future shows. Wish I got them. I got Pirelli, says Rich50. Is it true that the N-Gauge is going away? Yep. Ismail Nieves, she going away. They're out of business. There's some left, and we got some, but I'm telling you, they just dipped out. They just was like, hey, by the way, we're gone. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's sick. RPM is LS shit, says Ants. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, they have flex fuel logic in the car, so you can just flip a switch and the flex fuel sensor kind of takes over, but the Mustangs don't have that. Ford does not have flex fuel logic with boosted vehicles, so it's not something we can monitor in terms of ethanol content. I can't see ethanol content go up when you're spraying meth with an E85 equipped vehicle. Wow, Jose said E85 meth, even meth water, octane goes up. Okay, sounds good. RPM works on Chevys. Good. Go Packers, says Automotive Anarchy. Elijah Freeman says, hey, Alex, is it possible to run a CJ setup with boost? I don't see it often. Yeah, all the time. I see it all the fucking time. You just got to get out more. The only issue is the throttle body. So depending on your tuner, because it's a dual bore throttle body or a monoblade throttle body, and the little side cover on the throttle body, when you pressurize it, it pops off. So it has to like get drilled so it doesn't pop off. Race Proven Motorsport says Abel S550. Mike Everett. Hey, Nestor, RPM is a Chevy shop. We don't care about what they're doing over there. Relax. I like Nestor. What suspension setup do you recommend on a 1910 or 80 Whipple car? Was thinking Steeda drag springs, Steeda stop the hop kit, and Viking shocks. Yep. That's what you get. That's what's in the Blue Goose. All Steeda shit. So hit up Steeda and go, I want your best drag setup. The red car has now, I got to call Tradition because I haven't heard from them in a bit. I got a Steeda front coilovers, rear, drag springs, Steeda front and rear drag springs, coilovers, Steeda stop the hop kit, Steeda bushing cradle, whatever the fuck they call them. It's adjustable shocks in the front, and I'm going to have the Steeda front crash bar, Steeda rear crash bar. So the red car is going to be full Steeda. Use too much meth and your teeth disappear. Does ethanol cool down engine temps? Engine temps or charge temps? I think it cools down the charge temps. Alex, hope all is well. I came across a CJK for $1,200. Should I wait to get injectors for E or get a 93 tune ASAP? You can get a 93 tune. It'll do pretty damn good on a 93 tune. And YouTube Corrupt says, thanks, man. By the way, YouTube Corrupt and our free speech liberal company is in blue because he is a moderator. So I'm going to probably have Jeremiah Camp, if he's on more often, become another moderator. And just to have spam and all the dumb shit and keep the comments good. And on the paid chat, if I miss a chat, I'm hoping the moderator will say, hey, Alex, you missed one. Go up one, and then we'll go from there. Does the bushings for the rear help that much? Yeah, it helps with deflection. The bushings, basically the rubber, so they basically make them a little stiffer. So when it comes to, wheel hop and those things, it lessens the potential for wheel hop. Good morning, Alex. I wanted to do cams on my 2010 GT500. The car currently has 148,000 miles. Dude, drop the motor and rebuild it, bro. I know I don't want to save the pussy for the next ad, but how many miles would it be okay to do them? You could do them anytime. You can do them anytime if the motor is stout, but I'm telling you, at that many miles, I'd probably just go through the motor. You got to drop the motor anyway to do cams, unless someone has devised a way of doing them through the top. You got to drop the motor. You got to drop it to do cams, to do them easily anyway. So I would just rebuild the motor if I were you, man. Just like a stock rebuild, just to send it out. It's going to cost you some money, but, that's what I would do, in my opinion. Fran from RPM is a cool dude. He tells shit straight up. Haha. I don't know them. You mean Methanol, Daniel Raymond, a joke? Okay. Wild Host Racing says, volunteering for a moderator position. I got to have people that I know or have been on the chat all the time and don't have their own agenda. I'm not saying you do. Every single time YouTube Corrupt and Free Speech comes in, he adds to the chat. He's been super chill. He's been on every chat. He's loyal to both channels. And I'm like, damn, this dude's on point. If I have any other moderators on there, like, smash the like button and hit subscribe. And I'm like, no. Just get rid of spam, get rid of some things, and we're good to go. Women Driven or PR Beauty? Doesn't Women Driven have OnlyFans? I heard that the other day. I think Women Driven has OnlyFans. Why did I create OnlyFans? So she explains why she has OnlyFans. Why did I create an OnlyFans? How can I afford all my cars? Q&A.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
Yeah, bye-bye. She's got an OnlyFans, guys. So, yeah, the moment you do an OnlyFans, you're disqualified in my book. You're disqualified from anything, car related. Good for you, and people watch you for your titties and ass and you're a pretty girl and you got an OnlyFans. Great. I'm not watching. You saw I gave her 5 seconds, and that was 5 seconds too much. I'm on the chat all the time, but rarely comment. Gavin's 350 looks fast. It is fast. Fran's a fat ass egomaniac. When you gonna have a guest? Never. They all do. Yeah, she kind of thick, and she can get this beach up. That's what she wants you to think. That's what she wants. She wants you to simp for her. I'm not simping for nobody. Chris, it's a CJP mass monoblade, NGK spark plugs, and an on-3 coolant reservoir. Just want to say that I enjoy the weekend videos on both channels, says the Danimal. Yesterday's video, the Danimal, on the dating channel almost got blocked by YouTube. I got 6 warnings saying nudity. You're talking about tits and ass way too much. One more of those, they might delete my channel. So I guess I got to modify my talk on the other channel a little bit. She has an OnlyFans and it's gross, meaning you've seen it, so she wins. Jay Rubin, you've seen it, she wins. Hung So Low says YouTube prep is legit. He is legit. They both have OnlyFans. I'm good. If you got an OnlyFans, that disqualifies you from talking about cars, because that means you don't know shit about cars. That means you want guys to look at you work on cars because you have nice ass and tits. But the moment you go with an OnlyFans, that tells me you want people to look at your OnlyFans is pretty much you're sitting on dildos, right? Aren't you just sitting on dildos and shoving stuff and look at your tits and, you know, putting used oil on my tits? I'm like, you're not a car person. You're now in porn, right? I'll moderate this bichotazo style, Burble Tune band. How much horsepower will I make band? No, that's what I don't want that. I don't want that. What does simp mean? Okay, so let's look it up. SIMP. So that what that means is, it's a newer word because I started hearing it recently. And it says, in internet slang, simp is a person, often male, who is excessively differential, engages in flattery, or does way too much for a person they like, sometimes with the ulterior motive of courtship towards an intimate relationship. A word that everyone overuses without the correct definition. It means a guy that is overly desperate for women, especially if she's a bad person or has expressed blah, 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 blah. Basically is a bitch ass hoe. A guy that's like, oh, baby, you look so good. You're looking so fine. You're beautiful. I love you. I can't wait to hang out with you. If I see a girl I like on Facebook and I friend request her or she friend requests me and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she don't get back to me, she gone. You're going to get this bitch. We're not going to be friends. I'm not friends with any girls. Are you insane? If you're a friend of mine and you're a female, I have probably had sex with you. And that's how it's going to be. And if I'm not having sex with you, we don't got to be friends. I hate chicks that use cars to promote their pockets. I mean, come on, Rich 5-0. That's what all these guys do. That's what all these guys do. All these guys jump their TRXs off of fucking cliffs and they're promoting their cars to fatten their pockets. So it's no different. It's different though if Street Speed's out there helicoptering the dick on OnlyFans. That's a completely different conversation. You'd want to see that. It's not new, Alex, trust me. It's new to me. Lunatic, Beezy. It's new to me because it's a slightly modern word. Because it's only been, I haven't, 5 years ago, you didn't hear the word simp. PR Beauty dated Kevin from Four Bangers, ended up cheating on him, and she basically thought her way to get the best parts. And you know this because you watch. I am not even aware of that shit. You can't talk about tits and ass, but YouTube will allow videos about gays and transgenders and massages where the guy pretty much fingers the girl. Mad Lad says, damn fam, you just ruined a woman driven for me. I'm sorry. She don't know shit about cars. No offense. She don't know shit about cars. She don't know shit about the lineage of Mustang. She don't know shit about tuning Mustang. She don't race. She don't do any of that shit. And if she does race, she ain't fast. She works on cars, showing you her tits and ass. And the fact that she has an OnlyFans proves that. Is it worth to get the N-Gauge before they go away? That's your call. I am not selling N-Gauges. My job is not to sell N-Gauges. The product is a good product, but Emotion is out of business. So it doesn't matter to me personally if you get an SCT or an N-Gauge. I'm taking OnlyFans though. I'm talking OnlyFans though. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I'm just kidding though, bro. I just want to talk shit. No moderation. It's probably her dude's idea for the channel. Nito Diaz. And that dude is smart. He goes, Coño, mommy, you're fine as fuck. And you can make a lot of money. Did you see when she pulled down the GT350 motor and she ripped a lot of wires on the way down? Okay, time to lift the car up and get rid of the motor. Oh, it's okay. We just replaced half the harness. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't you edit that out? Oh, it's okay. I ripped some wires. Throttle body harness, injector harness. You fucked up the whole harness. It was the most hilarious. Go watch it. When she pulls the engine, because I was, one of those guys watching. I'm like, oh, she's going to work on a car. Legit work on a car. Let me see. Then I went, oh, so her man did have to work. And then he films her hitting the post. Okay, I'm gonna take the balancer out. Did you see her removing the balancer? Please tell me you saw her removing the balancer with a 3-jaw puller. Oh, I gotta find that, man. She where was it? Where someone installing a, so she's got a red eye, she's got a pulley. There was one where she had the bolt in the crank and she was trying to 3-jaw pulley the balancer off while the bolt and washer, it was in the shoulder still, like and I'm like, that's not gonna work. I think I saw that, and I laughed so fucking hard, and I go, I bet you every guy is watching this right now. Like, I saw a clip of it, and I'm like, you guys made her popular. You guys made her a millionaire by watching her ass and tits ruin cars when she works on them. Modern day pimping, you ain't wrong. Gonna be part of the Lund family this weekend. I already have my tune. Everything just need to install. All right, young Trev. No, you gotta see now. Brain harness. Sent you a friend request. Haha. Every part of the harness you need is fucked. She destroyed it. Keith France says you can't get COVID if you're at Walmart. Only at bars and restaurants. Okay, Ashley Fox. Who are you talking about? Women driven, I guess. Go watch her. It's look. Give her some money. Go some views. It's hilarious. She needs the OnlyFans to pay for the 720S. They got repoed. Wait, what? What's happening? Wait a minute. She got her 720 repoed? That's not cool. I don't even know who she is. I do now. Exactly. When I heard about it, I'm like, the moment I saw her, she looks like every Puerto Rican girl I knew growing up with. Like, hello, how are you? Look at me. I'm going to work on cars. She's the one that puts, a 15/16 wrench on, like, I don't know, on like a coolant reservoir. Like, I'm going to open this. You're coming a little too high power. I didn't know about your analysis, Rich. I got to go watch. Laughing my ass off. Women driven is funny as shit. I mean, it's just bad. Again, find the one where she is removing the engine from the GT350. That's, okay, I know when I started seeing women driven. Someone was talking about a flex fuel commander, which doesn't work. It skews injector data. I don't like it. I don't like how it works. I'd rather use the O2 sensors and learn that way. But she started promoting it like if it's awesome and it sucks and we hate it, so we don't recommend it. But then say, but wait a minute, women driven mentioned it. And I'm like, who? So then I started watching to see if this chick was legit. And I saw that one. Anyway, later on, the engine blew up. And she was removing the motor and ripped half of the wiring harness on the way up. And I'm like, that's all I need to see. Hey, next time you guys tell me that women driven suggested something, I'm going to show you the clip of her pulling the engine out of the car and ripping the wires and going, this person is the one you're talking about. This is the person you're telling me that you're watching. Fuck out of here. Ashley says she's not even hot. She did a 720 with a McLaren balloon payment lease, and that shit popped. Most YouTubers do it and dump them before the balloon payment comes in. Oof, no way. I give you a big chunk down, and I pay for the car monthly. That's what I do. Democrats are brainwashed idiots. Okay. Good morning, says Cuban Coyote. Cuban Coyote in the house. So Cuban Coyote was the guy in the car when, and the homeboy... And the homeboy was defending him.
Take this out, fool. You're coming a little too high.
So he was in the car while that was going on. PR Beauty have that cooling. Yeah, but is she another OnlyFans thought? I'm good. My chick's way hotter, says Rich. She's gross. Ashley Fox is hotter. Morning, Hunter Walker. I'm going to get out of here. It's been an hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. People that showed up late, sorry. But I'm going to get out of here. This is the Peasant Chat, so I can't give you too much. So I will be on Tuesday. I might break this show up a little bit because it's Sunday, Monday that I'm off. Then I'm back Tuesday. So I think it's too close back to back or not. We'll see. I'll keep it going. So anyway, for those of you that follow this channel, you will see me Tuesday. I'm going to work on Section 8 right now. Make sure the ice tank situation is rectified. Get some lunch, take a shit, just have a normal Sunday. And then I'll get with you guys on Tuesday. For those of you that watch the other channel, if it's still on, I'll be on Wednesday. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining in on the Peasant Chat. See you later.